ADHD, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, affects millions of Americans. And joining me now to talk about natural treatments for ADHD is Dr. Clark Hansen from the Hansen Clinic of Naturopathic Medicine. Thanks for joining us. And boy, this is a hot button, especially school starting.
Oh, yeah.
Children, parents are worried. Oh, does my kid have this? What exactly causes ADHD?
Well,
ADHD?
It can be genetic, it can be environmental, but those are just kind of the starting points. They really don't show up unless it has the stress that we have in our modern lifestyle. And nutritional deficiencies are the building blocks. The body needs to make the neurotransmitters that keep the body and the nervous system in balance. So it's really an imbalance of brain chemicals, those what we call neurohormones, that help keep the body calm or keep it excited. You got to have enough norepinephrine, adrenaline, to get you excited enough to accomplish your task. If you get too much, you get anxious, your heart starts racing, your blood pressure goes up. If you don't have enough serotonin, you can't calm that down. And so it's this seesaw that we have that's supposed to kind of keep it like this, but we've got, our seesaw's going like this nowadays in our lifestyles, and it pushes these genetic and environmental factors over the edge.
And people are seeing it more and more with their children.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with my child? He's crazy, he won't settle down.
Well, we have this sensory overload in our environment, from TV to the MTV type of, 100 images per second flashing at you, to the video games, to cell phones, to the fast pace of our life, the rushed, pressured commitments that we all have. If we're feeling that as adults, our kids are feeling it. And this is not something that's just kids either. We now know that 50% of children that have ADHD carry that on into adult life.
What tests can you use to determine if your child?
Well, now there's new research that's kind of revolutionizing the diagnostic testing for ADHD. So we can actually test these neurotransmitters that the brain makes to keep the body at even. So we can measure serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine, and GABA, so we can see what's actually going on. And this is actually new in just the last few years, and it hasn't really caught on to the entire medical profession.
Now, a lot of parents might say, I don't even want to have my child tested because I don't want to put him on any sort of a Ritalin or anything like that, but you've come up with some alternative that you say works?
Exactly. And most parents should be concerned, and they're afraid. I have one good example, a mother who brought her child in. She had already been prescribed Ritalin by her pediatrician. The teacher was pressuring her to get the child on medication. This child was distracting other students, had already been suspended from school, just a 9-year-old, and couldn't concentrate at school, couldn't concentrate at home. And so the mom found out from another friend about our product. I have a form that I've been using for over 10 years. It's just phenomenal. It's a combination of nature's herbs, 3 herbs, one from Fiji. If you want to relax, think of this herb from Fiji, Piper methysticum, sometimes called kava, and English hawthorn from Europe, and also grapeseed extract. And they all calm down these neurotransmitters, help get this level balanced in the body.
And that's what you brought there today, and they come in like in a pill form?
This is for children under 12. This is more for adults. The acuity, we call it, actually calms the nervous system but increases mental alertness, mental acuity, without making a child or an adult groggy. And the tranquil clarity, well named, we think, for adults, just really does improve both that tranquility and that mental clarity. Increases memory and calms the senses at the same time. So these are herbal formulas. And then we actually, as we're testing, finding out these neurohormone levels, we can actually give the building blocks that are deficient in our diets to build serotonin, rather than taking a drug that's going to, Prozac is a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It blocks reuptake, the recycling of serotonin. And Strattera, the newest ADHD drug, is actually blocks the recycling of norepinephrine. So we really need to know where that child is, and most doctors don't test. We can do a test, find exactly what it is, and it's a urine test. So the child doesn't even have to be blood tested, although some kids actually have this ADHD because of food allergies. So we do food allergy testing as well. One study showed that 82% of the children who got off their food allergies recovered from ADHD.
Wow, a lot of good information. I'm sure a lot of parents are going to want to know more about this, especially with the new test that you're talking about.
We've got a free test on our website. They can check out the symptom survey to see if that's a likely possibility. Then we do the test in the lab, and we can find out what's going on. And these kids, the one parent whose child was suspended, within 3 days, she said this kid was like a new person.
Wow.
Well, he was sweet, relaxed, he was helpful.
Wow. There is the information, because I know people are going to want to know more information, Dr. Hansen. drhansen.com, there is the phone number, and definitely go ahead and give him a call if this is going to affect you and your family.